What's going on, Buff Cats, Cool Cats? We're back with 88 goals, week 2. We are playing our opponent J-Hole, and I wanted to start off with a little VOD review of our last game. There's a lot that I think I can take away, and there's a point where I could have won, and I just kind of messed up really bad. So we're run it on fast first. So we get a good start into the Sandy Shocks, into Slowbro. We'll skip ahead. This was a really stupid play here by just sacking the overquill. We could have just hazed off the Dragon Dance because we should have read that. But that was just a really stupid play on our part. And then this right here hurts. Like that's what a lot of people were saying was probably where we lost the game, was that the thunderous miss onto the back Sialber. It's not really where we lost the game. I would say we lost the game here, where we're messing up our calcs. We did something wrong, but I thought Drain Punch did about 70 to 80, which I was completely wrong on. The only way we kill this thing is if we click Terra Blast Steel, which we had, and then that's where we lost, because then we had to bring in. Then it forced us to sack the Overquill here, which was not great. We could have just come in and intimidated on the Urshifu. And then this right here. Halifin lived a Scarfed Terra Dark Wicked Blow from the Urshifu. And then we can just clean up with the Gudra and Cannon Bolt here. They just clean up the rest of the team, and Hoopa can also help put pressure onto the Corviknight. Because what we've seen is it's not Rocky Helmet. It's U-turn, probably Brave Bird. Or Terra Steel, we resist that. So this right here is where we lost the game. And that's on me. I totally, completely misplayed it. But yeah, that's just a little VOD review. I want to throw that out there and just see what went wrong. Because once we took Life Orb Pit, we could not kill. Wave Crash did kill the Terra. We did kill the Urshifu. And we kept racking up damage on it, and we lost the game because of it. But that's it. And then, unfortunately, we do not have the original team builder that we normally have. Because I've been, I just got off work like 10 minutes ago. I'm playing a game and probably starting in like 10 minutes. So, and I talk too much in the team builder, so we don't have time for that. I need to get this imported into Showdown before I forget, so I can actually calc, and I'm just going to leave the tab open and never calc, because that's what I do. We have certainly we have a team this week. So, let's start off with our Typhlosion. You know, we're never supposed to bring this, alright? This we've been told, but it's coming this week. We're running Blaze and we have enough EVs with Lava Plume to kill the Tinkaton and Rillaboom if we get into Blaze range. We are Terra Grass, we are defensive Terran this week. And the goal is to trap. Let me get you guys a team up on screen. I'm slowly learning how to use OBS really quick. But the goal with this thing is we can trap the Torn T if it's not setting up. We can trap Ting Lu and Terra Grass and beat it 1v1. We can trap the Rillaboom, or we can just apply pressure on the Rillaboom. We can trap the Tinkaton. We can Terra Grass and trap the Aloe, which is it can be meh because it's got Wish. But we can just apply pressure with it, and that's kind of what we want to do. Sit behind a sub and just apply pressure. Same thing with Fortress, is we can trap it, but we're just going to click Lava Plume, hope for the burn, and pick up the one-shot. Depending on the Drift Bomb set, we can also trap it. If it's not Calm Mind is the big thing. If it's Calm Mind, we are screwed with the Typhlosion. We are bold this week. We're bulky for coming on the Rillaboom, coming on the Tinkaton, take some hits from Ting Lu. And then enough EVs to bop the Rillaboom or Tinkaton and Blaze. Which normally the goal is just get behind a sub at some point and Fire Spin, sub, protect, and just kind of stall some stuff out. It's probably the best way I can use Typhlosion this season. I just think there's a lot of bulk on this team that it will really help if I can just trap it and get rid of it. That Ting Lu screws with our Thundurus so much. It screws with the Sylveon so much. And we just want it out of here. Next up, we got Captain Pescado, Palafin. If you guys know this theme, I am so proud of you. It's not as good as the Ben 10 in my opinion last week, but this theme is pretty cool. I grew up on this show, so yeah. But this thing here is Adamant Choice Band. It's here to stop the Sneasler from going really nutty. Our opponent's also just doesn't have a water resist other than Wake and Aloe. So Aloe just walls us, so we want to get that out early as possible, and that's why we have the Trapping Typhlosion. That's the goal of Trapping Typhlosion, if we're being completely honest. Just to kind of whittle it down at some point and get it low and make it forced to switch out into Regen, or just kind of not be able to do much against Palafin is the goal. But we killed Dolphox. We put a chunk in Ting-Lu with Jet Punch. We just kind of chunk everything with Wave Crash and or Jet Punch, and then we have Ice Punch to hit Walking Wake neutrally, to hit Torn T super effectively, depending on the Terra type that we see. I'm not really sure what Terra, probably Terra Water, but even then it just loses to Thundurus still. So Terra Ground loses to Palafin. There's not, the Palafin and the Thundurus synergy is going to be hard for our opponent to kind of just predict the Terra type. We'll also know, and we can play around it from the early game. But I think I'm going to go Terra Fire on this thing. He's going to see the Typhlosion and not think we're going to Terra. It's kind of just... also, a Choice Scarf Eruption doesn't look bad to our opponent's team, so maybe we can get him to think it's that. But Palafin's just here to break for Willow Wall, the Thunderous Therian. We're running Nasty Plot, Thunderbolt, Sludge Bomb, Grass Knot. Let's show the ease. The goal of this thing is to... At +4, we kill Ting-Lu with Grass Knot. If it's max special defense, max HP. It is so strong into our opponent's team with just like a neutral Thunderbolt at +2 off of a 145 base special attack. And it just kind of hits everything neutral. You're super effective with this set. And that's super important just because we don't know what this Torn is going to do. We don't really answer Sneasler with this thing. Sneasler is the only thing that can really get us, and it runs Dire Claw like a Rock Slide. But I'm not super duper worried about Sneasler, if we're being completely honest. I'm going to say that, and I know now I'm just like guaranteed that I'm going to lose to it. But our next Mon should just handle it pretty well. We have Liquidation, Haze, Spikes, and Barb Barrage. Another bold Intimidate. Overquill. Toxic Terror. We got Black Sludge. We get our HP. Haze is here to not let the Sneasler set up on us. We can also come in on Rillaboom. We're just kind of trying to be bulky and come in on Rillaboom and Sneasler and kind of run double duty with this Overquill. Liquidation is the best move to hit Sneasler that we have. We don't really get any Psychic moves to hit it quite effectively. All we have is Poison, Bug, Dark, and Water. We could run a Mud Shot, but I'm not doing that. That seems stupid. And we don't get an Explosion. I would consider Explosion if it killed, but we don't get it. So the goal is to just get this in on Rillaboom and Sneasler and just kind of sit in front of them. Set up Spikes, do a little bit of Haze in here and there. Barb Barrage if it's Rillaboom, quick Liquidation if it's Sneasler. Pretty simple for us. We thought about chilling Water into both of them because really good for that. But we're just going to run Haze for consistency and not just because it can still get +1 off of the Chilling Water. And Haze, if we get the plays right, it does nothing. So that's the Overpool for this week. It's just gonna be bulky and adamant. I promise you 1 week we'll run it in rain. I really want to, but it's just so good defensively that I can't just willy-nilly rain. Next up we have Sylveon. It's got a set. It's got an EV spread. HP obvious. Defense it helps us handle Sneasler better and Rillaboom better. I think this is the defense is to allow us to take a Dire Claw at neutral, I believe. Yeah, it lets us, or it's a roll. It's a roll in our favor to live a Dire Claw. Oh yeah. So, and then we have 32 special attack. Oh, we want to make sure we're pixelate. Or do we want to run Q Charm? But then we don't get the quick attack. I think we're gonna go Q Charm. But then we're just risking. We're risking it actually being a male. So, unless Sneasler is 100% male. I do not think it is Sneasler. Oh, so it's 50-50. So we would have won a 50-50 with Key Charm, which not what I want to look into. Quick attack here does. That did a little bit more than that. Pixelate. They do about 50% of the Sneasler. Quick attack is just here as a fourth move to kind of just come in and do some damage to like a Ting-Lu or Sneasler and just chip for about 20 with Pixelate. That's what we're here for. Our special attack is to make it favorable for us to 3-shot a Ting-Lu without leftovers. It's like a 25%, I think. And then our special defense is pretty obvious. It's for the Delphox, it's for the Torn, and the Walking Wake. Walking Wake does not touch this thing. It does not like this. It does not like Nova at all. Next up, we got Mamba Wamba, our Hoopa Unbound. The one thing about our opponent's team is they just don't like fire attacks. The Tinkathon, the Fortress, the Rillaboom, the Torn T that could be Steel. That's what he ran last week. And the team just doesn't kind of like Choice Scarfed Hoopa Unbound. Hoopa Unbound has a move here for everything. We have Drain Punch for the Ting-Lu. We have Hyperspace Fury for Torn T and the Delphox, the Drifblim. The only thing that we don't hit really well, the only thing that resists all 4 moves is Murkrow. And the along with Walking Like I really didn't look at this point my buttons team before I said that. The Fire Punch just kind of goes hard into things. I don't want to run Terra Blast just because I think I'm really considering just popping the Terra early with Typhlosion and trying to trap our opponent in and pick up a kill that way. Unfortunately, no Toxic on Typhlosion, which would be better. But this is kind of the set that we're running here. We're just trying to get it into position where we can kill it. We are sped crept to outspeed the Rillaboom if it is running Adamant on a Choice Scarfed, on a Choice Scarfed version. So we outspeed everything non-scarfed. Obviously, we don't have. There's no way we outspeed the Sneasler with the Unburden boost. But this thing's just kind of powerful, and we just kind of needed something to help clean and break, to chip things down for Captain Biscotto and break for Willowall. We're running a lot of bulk with Typhlosion and the Ulraquil. Nova's just kind of here to sit in front of things, so we have a really well-balanced team this week. We're going to try to keep everything healthy, and wish support is a big thing. But yeah, that's the team for this week. Again, no fancy team builder because we had to work, and then our opponent, we didn't want to keep our opponent waiting. We could have asked for a little more time, but I didn't really want to keep our opponent waiting. I'm also in a Mario Baseball tournament, some other things going on, so this is probably the best time for me to sit down and get this done. I'm busy Sunday, I'm busy all day tomorrow, so we got to get this in at some point. So, I will catch you guys when we are ready in battle. We are back. Here we go. You got some music with this? Okay. So, Typhlosion goes kind of crazy here. Being completely honest. I think we just want to go into Captain Piscataway and then flip turn out and try to get Palafin Hero early. This is the bulky team that we were worried about. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to get rid of the bulky team. No Thunderous. Or no Torn. So there's no Terra to worry about. Which is really good because I don't really want to deal with Terra Sneasler. So that's good for us. We don't have to worry about that. But we're just gonna leave Palafin and try to get something going. Try to get it early and active early, and do something from there. Just waiting for the lead. I think the worst lead that we could see is the Rillaboom, which would be the problem for us. But we just have Overquill in the back that we can just go into easily. Thundurus looks really good, along with the Hoopa looks decent this game as well. Just waiting for the lead here. I feel very confident in this prep. I'm ready to get this over with, and we're being completely honest. We got Heat Typhlosion this week, so this is taking too long for me. So it's the Sneasler. Can Bandit Sneasler just knock out Viscata? Yeah, we don't wanna take a close combat, so if we were Scarf, I'd be a little more confident. We're just gonna go into Overquill if it's like White Herb or something. Yeah, we just like to take an Overquill. Or ooh, that's not fun. We're just gonna burn a turn of sleep into Haze. Is the goal. We do live a +3 post combat with Overquill. So let me just find a name for it. What did I name it? There it is. Oh no, we died at +3 close combat. That is not something you like to see. But it's not White Herb, so I don't know it's probably Grassy Seed. He just probably wanted to lead something, try to get Palafin done up. But this is our answer to Sneasler the whole game. So it's very good that we can burn a turn of sleep. We're going into Typhlosion. I'm gonna sub. Actually, nothing really wants. It's probably Wake that comes in. So I would try to make a Wake read. I'm gonna fire off a Lava Plume. Worst things worst, we could pick up a kill here on Fortress. I guess the worst things worst is it lives on one with Sturdy. We would love to pick up a kill. Ooh, this might be a little dumb because we don't have boots, or we don't have boots Typhlosion. So that's something that we need to look out for. I don't want to Terra early. Can I beat Wake 1v1 with Terra if we sub up? Okay, Specs into Typhlo. Or Terra Grass. No, we can't. That's dumb. That'd be a dumb decision. That is choice Spect. Well, we Flash Fire would have been so good. Actually, we could probably bluff Flash Fire if we just sub up here. We could bluff the Flash Fire. I like that plan to wake. We'll sub. I like that plan to wake. We can bluff the Flash Fire Terra Grass. But we don't want to V1 it, so we should just click Lava Plume. I don't know, I keep flip-flopping. Let's just click Lava Plume and we'll stick with it. He doesn't really want to switch into anything. I hope he goes into the Ting-Lu, because he might be thinking Scarfed Eruption. And the easiest play for him is Walking Wake, and maybe he thinks we have something to predict. We could be Terra Fairy, but he would know we're not. I'm taking a long time to decide. That always makes me nervous a little bit. But you live and you'll learn. I think Lava Plume is 100% the play here. He could go I think sub's better. I'm gonna sub into the Alalamolo play. Nope, Tinglu. We're gonna fire spin. Mm-hmm. Yep. This is why we did it. This is why we do it. I don't. Do I think he has a ground move? No, I don't think he has a ground move. He would be clicking a ground move if he had a ground move. If he does, he thinks I'm gonna burn the Terra Grass. But he doesn't have any HP investment. We just call Loud Plume for the kill. Yeah. Or at least to break it a little bit. Yeah. There's Tinglu out. Willow Wall is clean now. We're clean into the Willow Wall. That's why we had Typhlosion. That is what we had it for. I am so glad that this worked. It is heat. He was definitely not ready for it. Our spectators were ready for it. I do love me some trapping sets. Walking Wake has to come in, but we can just protect, get some HP back, and then go right into Sylveon. If the Alomola comes in, we might just burn the Terra. If we're being completely honest with ourselves, we might just burn the Terra. We're not in Blaze range yet. Maybe the Sneasel tries to come in and pick up a kill. Rillaboom definitely can't come in and try to pick up a kill on us, because we can just pop the Terra Grass into Rillaboom. But that's huge for Thundy. That is a massive play for Thundy. I'm very proud that this set worked. It was definitely something. The Terra Grass also got into Throat Trap. We could have burned the Terra Grass, but I don't know. I think Terra Fire, Hoof Unbound, is a little better throughout the game for that Rillaboom. But he's over equals asleep. I don't know. Yeah, so I have to just click Lava Plume here so it can't set up in my face. That's what we have to do. We can just go into this. And we'll get a Toxic. We'll hopefully get a Spike off. We'll just Liquidate. Because it should bring in the Fortress. Or do we double? I'm gonna double into Palafin. Into Captain Piscataway. Yep. We're gonna get double right. And I think we just want to flip turn. We're just gonna flip turn into he might have Volt Switch, so we're just gonna go into Willow. Oh. We like booty press. If he's Special Defensive Fortress, do we kill? He's Special Defensive. I could have just typed that, but so we want to go. We're just gonna Thunderbolt. It's really enticing just to go nasty plot here. I'm just gonna Thunderbolt. I feel like it's neutral mid ground. Maybe well, I guess we can't bluff a Scarf because we obviously showed we're booties. But that defense, it's Choice Banded Palafin. So he cannot be the specially defensive set because he took like 33. So he cannot be specially defensive. So we can pick up a kill here with Thunderbolt. And it just applies pressure to the whole team. It took 18. So in the Rillaboom, we should have just nastied. We're just gonna Sludge Bomb. Oh, it's AB. I can't make a predict here because I do not kill the Rillaboom without it. So, Fortress is a little scary. Gets a little scared by this. We really want to save this for the because that right now is our biggest problem. But we can just try to bar barrage it down at some point. So, we just want to get this Rillaboom out of here. I guess he can make the play into Fortress, which we're not super scared of, because we can obviously Nasty Plot on it and apply pressure that way. Because we want to be able to come in with 25%, above 25%, and knock out the Alomomola with a Thunderbolt. It's defensive. Yeah. So we'll do a lot with Thunderbolt. So we just want to be able to come in on rocks after something is kind of sacked to the Alomomola and do something. I like the spot we're in. The Tinglu out of the game was super huge for this thing to break. And we can break the Rillaboom. The worst thing you can do is go into that Fortress and we can just click Nasty on it and apply more pressure to it. We do not outspeed. But he doesn't have anything for the Sylveon, so we can just go into Sylveon freely. It's physical. Okay. But we can just wish. I'm willing to risk the crit just to get Hyper Voice off here. Yeah. Okay. That's 23%. I'm willing to just protect and get leftovers here. And kind of take the liquidation. This way we can get crit. And we can still wish up in front of it. Yep. He's gonna predict the protect. He might predict the protect, but we just have to kind of click protect. It can bring in the Fortress for free. But I'm completely fine with that. As long as this thing stays healthy is the big thing. We don't want to reveal Quick Attack, because it could be something huge in the late game for the Sneasler. But we can just go straight into Overquill if the Sneasler comes in. And if he can set up on Overquill for sure. So we kind of have everything out of the way for Sylveon. Do I just kind of want to get damage off on the Sneasler? Or do I kind of want to Hyper Voice and get 50 off if he does try to set up on us? We just go into Overquill on the Rilla if it comes in. Or I guess we protect and tend to see what it wants to do. Because we've done our job. We've burned a turn of sleep with Overquill. The Physical Wake was definitely interesting for this. He definitely thinks we're going to switch. The question is, do I want to switch? What is Sylveon here for? It's done its job, but do we want to lose Wish support on this? Can Palafin just OHKO the Sneasler with a Jet Punch? Yes, it can, depending on the spread. We're just gonna Hyper Voice on the bang. Oh, that actually kills. Wow. Yep, we can just pressure with this. We have the Jet Punch, so it goes into Alomomola. We're getting to a point where Scarf Coop Unbound goes crazy. We have to go into Thundy. He should double here into the Thundy. He should double like we're going into Thundy. He should bring in the Sneasler in. I'm just going mid-ground into Hoopa Unbound. I feel like that's a safe mid-ground on his switch if he doubles. He's going to Baton Pass. So, he has to bring in the Rillaboom because we are Scarf. He has to bring in that Rillaboom. Because he saw we are Terra Fire. We are Scarfed. We can pick up the kill on the Sneasler. He might be... There's no way he's running Scarf. We just Terra anyway into the Sneasler just in case it does have U-turn. Because we know the Rillaboom is AV. This thing's it's leftovers. It's just special defensive then. Yeah, so it just goes into the Rillaboom. What is Rillaboom? Where is it? Hoop on out. Then Headbutt does 42. We're just gonna send. Yep. He just CCs is what he has to do. There's no way he's running speed because of the special offensive, so he probably thinks we're just max speed. Or he tried to speed creep us and didn't work. So he doesn't know we are scarfed yet. This late game is something I'm not looking forward to. I think it's just worth it to go into just start Zen headbutting this thing and fish for crits. Okay, so it's gonna wish. I don't want to go into Toxic Terror. I'm just gonna fish for flinches and stuff. Because he'll miss more than he'll actually hit. There's one. We've burned the terrain. So if it is unburdened Grassy Seed, we can just keep flinching it. We can miss, but we're fine with either. We don't outspeed, but we can just go into this. It's probably body press, maybe volt switch. If he volt switches into more than likely a Thunderous switch in, he's a madman, and I will take mine 25%. Yep, he does not get the double. We get a free Thunderbolt into to the Fortress or the Sneasler. Which with Sneasler, Hoopa Overquill can take care of the Aloe later with the Barbarage poison. So he kind of has to give us Fortress and go into Sneasler, which we can go straight into Hoopa Unbound and drop the Choice Scarf on him, the Zen Headbutt. Okay. I two-shot this Sneasler with Hyperspace. It's a roll. So we just go in Hyperspace. There's no reason for us not to. We outspeed the Sneasler more than likely, unless it's Scarf, which there's no way it's Scarfed. And if he can't let this little mole go down. Man, Overcool is such a safe switch into Fortress. And we've been playing for like 15 minutes now at this point. So, yeah. Olivia Rodrigo is kind of carrying us through this game. He's he's in a rough position here. He doesn't have anything to come in on this. So we do a lot. We chunk stuff with Hyperspace Fury, and you want to get the regen off, which the Toxic Terror can come in for kind of freely on this. This was such a huge play set up by this Typhlosion, though. It was able to get Will-O-Wisp in and do some damage. This is only set up because of the Typhlosion. That trapping Typhlosion was something else this week, boys. That's all I gotta say. That was something else. But he's got such a hard switch here. Yeah. Oh. Jeez, what does this do? That's a mineral. I'm willing to stay in. No, it's high rolled. Okay. That was a really silly switch in. I really don't want to be asleep. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna start barbaraging and hopefully get the poison. Yes. We can go in the Mambo Wamba. Terrifier, Fire Punch. Oh, jeez, that does nothing. Oh, dude. Oof, duh. Drop. This is gonna do a lot, hopefully. That does nothing, dude. Rip. Dude, this Body Press Fortress. I played this game so well into the body. Ugh, that stinks, dude. I was not ready for Body Press Fortress. That's on me. Damn. I played that so well. I got the tingle out of the way. I just kind of pussied out and didn't just nasty plot into Fortress, which I should have originally. Like, I had the turn where I wanted it. I should have just nasty plotted there. It applied so much pressure. The Typhlosion letting it go down was also a big thing. I don't know. I probably could have popped the Terra Grass. I mean, the thing is like everyone is building with like actual like good players. I mean, I probably could have came into the overflow there and just ate up the close combat and saved Typhlosion for that fortress. But I was a little nervous with the rocks up because I wasn't boots, obviously. But yeah, that sucks. I mean, it's on me. I mean, I could build with someone and someone could have pointed that out to me, but I feel like I should have just nastied into that. So I nasty plot there on min investment Rillaboom. I pick up the KO. And then he has to bring in something. That Sneasler couldn't kill me. That's on... Dude, why did I just pussy out there? There's no other phrase for this, what I did. It can't kill me. Ugh, I won, too. What I did the walking like? It was physical, so like it doesn't do that. Yeah, if I just nasty plotted. I nasty plotted on that Pharaoh. Oh, shit. That's so. I nasty plotted on the Pharaoh. I nasty plotted on the Pharaoh. Like I was in position because the only thing that could do something to me was that wake. That wake would be at 252. Maybe choice band. Maybe a choice band. Outrage. Yeah, because it can't be adamant because it doesn't outspeed us. So it had to be Jolly. It had to be Jolly. So we would have lived, and then we would have. That would have been so much. We just click nasty plot. If we just click nasty plot. If we click nasty plot. If we click nasty plot. My prep was again solid. My prep was fine. I can win with these 6 mons. I got in the position where I can win with these 6 mons. I just don't click the move that allows me to win for the second week in a row. That's what happened. I didn't click the move that allows me to win for the second week in a row. Because the Rillaboom has to switch out in the Sludge Bomb, or it stays in and gets knocked out to Sludge Bomb. Then I get he picks one of his 4 mons to just kill off. And then I guess we get in the same position again. but I'd have 4 Mons and could wish into the Overquill and 1v1 with Overquill. I could 1v1 the Fortress with the Overquill and the Haze. Or be smart about it and bring in the Hoopa with it not getting without getting Iron Defense. You don't even need a VOD review because I know why I lost this game. So, well, I will catch you guys next week. We had to bounce back. Me and Ant have a little bet on our game. If I lose, I have to write a 200-word paper as an apology to Ant. And Ant says if he loses, he'll make an IRL vid apologizing for the game in XBDLA. But that's so frustrating. I just need to click moves that allow me to win. That's all I can say. Is I was too scared to click Nasty Plot. I don't know why. That was the whole thing, is once we get Ting Lu out of here, we can Nasty Plot up. And I just didn't do that. My prep is so solid, I just need to click my moves. And that's what we're going to do next week. We're going to click our moves and we're going to win next week. I will guarantee that. I'm not writing paper. But with that being said, I will catch you guys next week for our battle against Ant. Peace.